It's the NFL alumni. It's the Dolphins and the Broncos.
And it kicks off next on Madden NFL 20.
It lies on the same site and retains the name of the city's beloved former stadium. We're here in Empower Field at Mile High in Denver. Well, Brock, we saw Week 1 begin on Thursday night. And I'm Kate Scott, and it is very important, partner, for both teams here that their seasons begin on a strong note.
Yeah, this is the week where I really can't take myself back to that locker room, to Week 1 across the different seasons. And whether it was high school or college or pro, it was the same feeling. Right? It was hope springs eternal. Even though it's the fall and the calendar's turned and it's Week 1, you're so hopeful of what lies ahead.
Jason Sanders is out, ready to kick this one away. And here we go at Mile High. And Dory Jackson now to return it. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So the Broncos offense getting set for their first drive. They'll be led out by the former first-rounder out of both Oregon and Auburn. It's Bo Nix.
It's the dawn of a new season, Kate, with all the promise in the world ahead of he and his squad. And this is where all that off-season planning, the reps in camp, the sweat, the blood, the tears come into play. And you really don't want to stumble out the gate. You want to be the horse who jumps to the front right away and let everybody try to chase you down.
He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. Tackle made by Jordan Brooks. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Nix from the gun. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he got this close to midfield before going out. They strike for 23 yards. And that'll be good for a Denver first.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Throwing on first down, Nix. Hauled in left side. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Got a man, it's Marvin Mims. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. They get 6 and a first down as well. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. From the gun, a carry by Williams. And they love to see him fighting.
Play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
As a man, that's Cortland Sutton. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Offense sure is marching to begin this game. Here's a first down from the 30. Shotgun snap to Nix. He smartly won't risk something here, just chucks it away.
Well, you certainly want those throws to be automatic. Every team, if you're going to be efficient, you've got to hit those passes in the short to intermediate zone to effectively move the ball in this league.
Throwing this back in the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone. Javon Holland comes up with it.
Red zone defense, it is a part of the practice week at least twice, Thursdays, Fridays, even tuning it up on Saturdays, because it's all about protecting in the red zone. And not only protecting points, but taking the ball away, that is a gold star effort by the defense.
So here come the Dolphins as they get set for their debut series. They'll be led out by a proud Samoan and one of your few fellow lefty QBs, Brock, Tua Tagovailoa.
Kid, I really think this is one of those moments where every starting quarterback in the opener, right, Week 1, all has a sense of gratitude, all has a smile on their face. You're one of 32 guys on the planet that get to start an NFL season, and you want to make the most of that chance.
Now Jalen Wright gets it for the first time. And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. Riley Moss with that tackle. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. They've got a man in motion. They go play action with Tagovailoa. Coming deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And the Broncos corral it!
Well, sure, you're looking to try to get a first down on 2nd down. You're trying to create a manageable 3rd down, but I'll tell you what you're not trying to do, ever, is give the ball away. And that's what the offense does to the defense right there.
The Denver offense taking the field for their 2nd drive. And as they take the field, Brock, they got to be thankful that interception didn't cost them. Still scoreless here.
I like how you say they. I think the quarterback in particular
Yep.
right, loves a chance to have in golf a breakfast ball or a mulligan, another opportunity to flush that first drive away.
Escapes the pocket. He'll score. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos capitalize on that turnover and take the lead. It's a Bo Nix touchdown. Wow, great work there by the quarterback. The play broke down. Didn't really have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, Brock, the best call he could have made.
Yeah, and you can do it in different ways in today's NFL, right? The Tom Brady's just recently retired. He did it with his brain. He did it with his mind. But you've got to be able to improvise, as you said. You got to be able to create when a play breaks down. And when you can put 6 on the board, man, does that infuse your offensive group with confidence.
Washington now to return. They'll bottle him up as he gets the return to the 30. Now we're going to see the Dolphin offense for their 2nd drive of the contest. They gave one away on their 1st drive of the season. Now it's time to get one back with a touchdown on drive number 2. Tagovailoa on 1st down. This one's taken in by Hill.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
It is Cup, left side. And it's going to be about a 3-yard pickup in the end. Riley Moss with that tackle. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Man in motion here. Tua off the play fake. The Broncos get to him here. He's brought down. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down. Now it's Jake Bailey who's out to punt this for the Dolphins. We're through 1 quarter of this opening weekend of football. 7-0 is our score. We'll get you back to Mile High after this. Fourth down, and on comes the former All-Pro Jake Bailey to punt. He sends this away, and oh, this is going to be a field. The return gets far. That punt finishes as a 60-yard effort. And the Broncos get set to take over. Denver ready for another offensive possession. They're 1 for 1 so far to begin the new NFL season. Touchdown on their opening drive. Let's see if they have 2 for 2 in them. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. Options are open here. It's 2nd and inches. Out of the gun, it's Nix. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. Pickup of 12 on that play. And the Broncos will have a first down. Give to Williams from the gun. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Zach Sealer there to bring him down. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the 41. Short pass brought in. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
I'm sure Coach, the play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Completed to Sutton. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down. From the red zone now. Too far out of the back of the end zone it goes, incomplete.
Just something off in the rhythm of their passing game on that one. Time to recalibrate and keep throwing it to get back into rhythm.
They'll throw again. Nix. Throwing the out route complete. And he's able to get this down to the 13.
There's no routes on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
Throwing now, 3rd and 2. Complete out to the right side. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play. A gain of 5, Brock, and now they're going to have 1st and goal. Straight ahead with Williams. And he's only able to manage 1 yard. And that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. That brings us to the 2-minute warning here at Mile High. And it's the Broncos with a 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Has it down close. Touchdown, Denver. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
PAT effort coming up. The point after splits the uprights. And the Broncos double their lead to 14. The kicking unit on now for the Broncos, and they're ready to send it away. Washington now to return. And this drive will start inside the 25. Miami set to take over once again on offense. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we have been seeing so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. Sent down by Cody Barton. Second and 6 coming up here. Shotgun snap now to Tagovailoa. He's got Smith. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. Clock running. Dolphins will hurry to the line. We send a man in motion. First down. Tagovailoa to throw. He's on the move. Oh, look at this. Here he goes.
Tick, tick, tick. Tick-tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
And he's out of bounds after getting this one to the opposing 45-yard line. They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Tagovailoa now working from the gun. Taken in by Smith. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Miami calls a timeout here. It's second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
And he gets this forward to the 19. It's a 23-yard pickup on the play. And that's going to give the Dolphins...
Make that guy think you're trying to stack them only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Working inside the red zone. Flushed out of the pocket. This time they're going to get there, and they drop it. Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try the field goal right now. Aubrey puts it through, and that'll get him back to 11.
Well, nothing to critique there. Good snap, good hold, and he puts it through to pay off the drive with 3 points.
Well, Brock, barring the touchback, this kickoff should run out the half, so better make that return good as it's away. From a couple of yards deep, this is going to come out. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. That brings us to our first halftime of the new season. Now we'll send you to our studios in Orlando and Jonathan Coachman for a look around the league with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Kate, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip of the year around the NFL. We'll get started over at the Superdome in New Orleans, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. A field goal, the difference. 17-14, the final. Next, we head off to check out another game. And they were losers in their ball game to the visiting Dallas Cowboys. Dak Prescott, 2 touchdown passes, as his guys are able to get the victory in their season opener. We just watched a fine first half from the man from Oregon, Bo Nix. He had a touchdown both in the air and on the ground to help push his guys into the lead at the break. These two teams heading out of the tunnel, and we're ready to get back to it. For the call of the second half, here is the great Kate T. Scott. Kate?
Thanks so much for the look around the league, Coach. But now it's time to turn our attention back to this one as we begin the third quarter. Washington now to return. Return's looking good so far. This return makes it up to the 37 as he's tackled. The Dolphins getting their offense out there to start off this second half. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
Okay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, they're such energy givers. And, man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
Yeah, I love that. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Sent down by Cody Barton. There's 5 on that play. They need 5 more now on third down. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Here's a give for Wright. And this goes across midfield and into Broncos territory. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6. Tua now from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
In theory, Kate, that's exactly what complementary man coverage is supposed to look like. The DBs, well, they're sticky on the back end of it. The front end, that pass rush, it makes an impact. It gets home. But, of course, we know it's not that simple. It is really tough to lock down a full field for more than a second or two.
And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. They gain 14 on the play. And it'll be first down, Miami.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
He running from the gun with Wright. And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
They don't get this snapped in time. This is going to back them up.
Delayed game. Offense.
Must have lost sight of the play clock there, Brock, because the quarterback could have snapped it in time, but instead, they take the penalty.
Still second down.
Back to the line they go. It's second down. On play action, here's Tagovailoa. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
Kate, I can already read the headlines tomorrow. This offensive line can't protect. This offensive line. But it's more than that. When you give up 5 sacks in a game, it's a complete breakdown of everybody offensively.
They're on him again, and he goes down again. And consecutive sacks have them staring at a tough fourth down. So the Dolphins readying for the punt. And he's getting the call for the second time this game. Got 46 on his first punt, so this one's pushing a little more distance. And that's out. We're just waiting for the spots. They're going to say it cleared the sideline over top the 14. Denver set to take the field on offense. And that last drive, no answer for what they were doing through the air. So expect some tighter coverage this time around. Mims with the grab. And he's going to be brought down after getting this up to the 22. After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. Up the gut they go with Williams. And he's brought down for a loss. We've reached the end of 3. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Nix from the gun. He has the first over the middle. And he'll get it up to the 27. That one ends up a gain of 6. And that'll be good for a Denver first. On the handoff, this is Williams. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss. This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. Shotgun snap to Nix. Hits him on the out route. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. He fields this at the 18. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. And that punt gets up to 59 yards. And it'll be Dolphins football. Tagovailoa on 1st down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Let's be real clear. There is nothing lucky about number 7 at all for this quarterback. The 7th time he's been taken to the ground for a sack. This defense, they made adjustments. They're incorporating a variety of different looks and blitzes. And it just seems like, Kate, constantly they are a step ahead of whatever this offense is trying to do to protect this quarterback.
Throwing, here's Tagovailoa on 3rd. They didn't break how they wanted it, and he throws this away.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Riley Moss with the pick. And the Broncos are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception. Wow, an aggressive choice to go for it on 4th and that kind of distance. And an equally aggressive play in coverage to pick that pass off.
Yeah, that down and distance, you're not running it, right? Too far to get to the stick, so that defense had all eyes on the quarterback. They knew that pass was coming. And it's one thing to know it. It's another thing to execute it and go take it away. That's a big momentum swing for this defense.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Running right, it's Williams. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They got 24 yards on the play. And that gives them first and goal. They stay on the ground with Williams. And he could only get a lone yard. Took a couple of guys to haul him down near the line. Ball placed at the 7. It's second and goal. That brings us to the 2-minute warning here in Denver. Broncos looking like they'll start this season with a win. Line of scrimmage once again, that 7-yard line as they get set, second and goal. They try again with Williams. And he takes this one in for the Denver touchdown. The Broncos make it a 3-score game in the fourth. Javonte Williams, the touchdown. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out. And that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
The kicking unit on now for the Broncos, and they're ready to send it away. Washington now to return. And a decent. And this a final opportunity to make things a little closer in that final score. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Finds a seam down the middle. Breaks free in the center of the field. And he'll take this across. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins get it back to within 2 possessions. It's a Jalen Waddle touchdown. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
Well, this one not quite over just yet. They've got 3 timeouts at their disposal, but really need to make the unexpected recovery here. It's close, but... oh, yes! The Dolphins got it!
In the game, whoever plays the game the hardest, the longest, is going to win. And my goodness gracious, you just recovered an onside kick. So play this game to the final second.
And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. Whistles after that play for an unfortunate sight. A player hurt in the first game of the season. Training staff out to work on it. First down from the red zone. Completed over the middle. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line. Clock running. Dolphins will hurry to the line. Tua off the play fake. On target to Waddle. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop. Clock running. Dolphins will hurry to the line. Getting out to his left. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. So now a timeout comes in. They can talk over what to do here on 4th and 2. Still one more in their pocket to use.
Well, this is in every quarterback's tool belt, even the ones not regarded as the best movers and shakers. But, Kate, to play QB in the league today, you've got to be able to do this. If you've got nobody open, still get some positive yards with your legs. He got the job done, Kate. That one is good. Now, I think we all ask the question that they're probably asking on the headsets. With 1 timeout remaining, will they try an onside kick, or do you rely on your defense and try to pin them deep?
And the kick is recovered by that Broncos hands team. Well done by them. And that should put the finishing touch on this victory. The Broncos running their offense out once again. Their lead still more than a field goal, thankfully, should the worst happen, Brock. But obviously the goal here is to hang on to the ball and try to run this game out.
Yeah, the goal is to get to the best formation in the history of offensive football. The victory formation.
The victory formation.
That is all that you're thinking right now, is just make these plays, run out this clock so we could take one more knee and celebrate.
They take a knee, and their season has begun exactly how they wanted it to, with a win. After one final kneel down, partner, and this should do it. So it's a win for the Broncos. And they're one of the fortunate teams to begin the season with a 1-0 record. So far, so good to begin this new campaign. So for Brock Eward, our incredible crew, everybody here at EA Sports, I'm Kate Scott signing off. We'll see you next time. The Broncos are winners, as we'll see you next time from Denver.